Okay, so here is our Excel tutorial. You guys are going to use this in lab, and you'll use it a lot in college. I know one thing, when I was in high school, I had next to no experience with Excel. But if you're in the sciences, you're going to be using it all the time. I know that in business and marketing and all kinds of other majors, you'll be using Excel. I know a lot of people use it in the workplace. Even your teachers and administrators here at school use Excel a lot to organize information. What I did here is I just inputted a bunch of data that I made up. In order to input data, all you have to do is click and enter information in. I'm going to just type in volume of sodium hydroxide added. I'll even put a unit on it. Okay. Also, one thing that you might want to do if you're creating a table, like if all you did was highlight this and try to paste it into Word, your data table would come out looking like this. And when it looks like this, all those dashed lines, those will not come out when you print it. Those are blue dashed lines. It's showing you that there's a grid there, but it will not actually print out. So what you want to do to have your lines come out, what you can do is you can highlight it, and you can right click and go to Format Cells. When you go to Format Cells, they'll have all these different things that you can adjust. You can even adjust alignment on your text. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but I always just go to Border, and I outline the inside and outside, and there you go. Voila, you have a nice border there. And sometimes I like to center them too. I think that looks good. But what you can do is to put it into your lab report, you highlight it and you Control C to copy it, and then you go to Word, and then you can push Control V and it pops up and it looks like this. It looks really good. Also, what you can do to format how your table works, you can right click at this top area up here, right click and go to Table Properties. What I like to do is I like to select to have my text go around or around the square, or none. I like text wrapping around like this, so that way you can type to the side and say things like chemistry rules. Yay. Okay. Now that's not the only thing that we're going to be using this data for. What you can do is you can highlight your data. What you're going to want to do is you're going to put the data that goes on the x-axis if you want to create a graph, and your data down this side if it's going to be on your y-axis. But you highlight it and go to Insert, and you can click one of these types of graphs. I use scatterplot a lot. And for this one, if you're doing like a titration curve, you might want to connect the lines, not in a line fashion, but maybe in a curved fashion. So there you go. What this data is, it's a titration curve where not only does it have one acid, but two equivalence points. So it's a diprotic acid here. But anyway, this looks kind of bland. In Microsoft or in Excel 2003, it's really easy to add axis labels, but another way that you can do to like change things, you see it, notice that the toolbar changes when I select it, but you can come up here and you can choose a selection of different styles of chart, but all you got to do is click the one you like, and I'm going to call this titration curve, and you can just click on these axis titles and enter the information you want. Like I'm going to put pH here, and I'm going to put volume of NaOH added in milliliters. Here you go. Now, there you go. You got a nice professional looking graph there. Another thing that you can do is you guys can experiment with this, where you change your options with like how many little or big lines you want to put into it. But anyway, you can also put this into your lab as well by selecting it, Control Copy. Okay, now once you highlight it and copy it, you can bring it down into your Word, and if you want to, you can put it along the side of your table. But one option that you can do with this is you can right click it, and then you can wrap text right here. You don't even have to go into format the area, and you can like pick square like that, and you can move and alter it how you want to. Oops, let's click back here. But yes, there you go, and you can format this back. But anyway, you can do that for your data as well. Now I made this Excel tutorial specifically for the heating and cooling lab that we do. One thing that might save you some time is that if you put 0, 20, and 40 seconds, you can highlight that and then just grab this bottom corner, and you see how it goes from 60, 80. Well, that it's doing the numbering for you, so that should save you some time. And you can also take this and center it and format it with a border. But then you can also take this and make a chart out of it. This would be a sample of a heating curve. I'm going to scatter with connect lines, and there you go. So you can have another chart here, and you can change the format and add in all your information, and just like you did the other one. So there you go. There's your Excel tutorial. To get comfortable with this, all you guys have to do is go through it and experiment and try to make yourself a nice looking lab report. All right, that's all I have.